For a young woman we'll call Eleni, this nightmare began with a frantic phone call one night in Athens. It was her friend Teuta, her voice strained and breathless.
"Get over here, now,"
she said.
"We have to burn them."
Eleni didn't have to ask what them was. Teuta was fearless, skeptical, laughing at fear. She sounded like she was being hunted. Eleni's first move was to open the group chat, a chat named The Readers, connecting her with her best friend Sofia, a Russian girl named Katya, and Teuta.
"Get to Teuta's. Emergency."
This was the inevitable conclusion to a dangerous game that had consumed their summer. It all started when Katya, the newest to the city, found a strange, leather-bound book in the attic of her old house. It was a guide, written entirely in Russian, for a very specific and rigid form of tarot reading. The rules were more like a ritual, and deep within the text was a single warning they had all dismissed as superstition.
If you get, you must give too.
At first, it was harmless fun, a way to get answers about crushes and teenage drama. But the cards were never wrong. As their reputation for eerie accuracy grew, Eleni felt a constant, lurking presence around her and became the first to quit the readings. Soon after, the giving began. The first domino to fall was Katya, the one who found the book. One day, the silver cross she'd worn since childhood suddenly seared bright red burn marks into her neck and fingers. The girls burned her cards that night. Weeks later, it was Sofia's turn. She called Eleni in the middle of the night. She'd gone to her kitchen for water, only to see a gaunt, skeletal figure with piercing red eyes staring back at her from the blackness of her own backyard window. They burned her cards the next day. Now, only Teuta remained. When Eleni arrived, Teuta pulled her in, the story spilling out. The night before, she'd woken up to a tiny, beautiful creature floating in her room, a shimmering thing that buzzed sweetly, like a fairy. When she reached for it, it darted away, leading her out of her house and across the street to the neighborhood playground. It hovered atop the slide, beckoning her up. But as she touched the first step, she felt the icy truth. It lured her upward only to hurl her to her death. She sprinted home, grabbed her cards, and threw them in the trash. And just before we reveal the chilling discovery, Teuta made the next morning. Subscribe and like for more stories. The cards were sitting there, perfectly stacked and wrapped as if they had never been touched. The girls met in Teuta's backyard and watched the last deck of cards burn to ash, finally ending the nightmare.